Okay, hello, welcome to part 2 of Persona, Effective Plays Persona 5 Strikers. Um, so I skipped over, Friday. I just had a lot on my plate, and I kind of got caught up in it, and I was kind of planning to push it to Saturday, but then I was like, and I think I don't really have many excuses, but I'm just coming back from a long break, and I'm a creature of habit, and I kind of, you know, settled into a habit of not streaming, and then I had to kind of break out of it. And then, on top of that, trying to do this every other day thing. And also trying to do this thing where I'm kind of maybe switching between two different games. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Like, there might, depending on when I decide to stream, I may play both games for a period of time.
Let's see.
Shut up, John. I forget what his, default name is. But anyway, I'm playing this game for reason also to play this game for 2 straight sessions, I guess. I think for one, Friday would have technically on a normal, if I was sticking to the idea of being back and forth, I just sort of skipped over the freaking .game hero study. Also, I think I got one of the blinds in the way of the lamp there, and see if you get an angle where I don't get as much fuzziness on the green screen. Speaking of green screens, I saw an ad on Facebook for a green screen that you could actually mount to the back of your chair, and that seems like really cool. But until I think about, well, from my understanding of how green screens typically work, you have to be very careful about how you light them and where you position the green screen relative to yourself. I mean, I think the current keying technology, at least in OBS, tends to be kind of okay. But like Horrorrunner, who is the one streamer that I follow kind of consistently at present, he had a thing where he actually draped the green screen over the back of his chair for a time. Now he doesn't use the green screen at all. And I've been considering for a while potentially following suit. Just because, this green screen takes up a lot of estate on my wall. Real estate that I couldn't use it for, posters of things I'm into. So... I don't know. I mean, I still like the idea of, the possibilities that the green screen opens in terms of, what it can do. Occasionally I'll do something, really interesting and fun with it. For Persona 5 I did, particularly, I think one I'm most proud of, currently has to be, Persona 4 Gold. And heck, if I ever, I hope to still have the source files for that. Now I had to look and check. Actually, I have the folder open here. I still have it. So if I ever do a repeat stream of it, with the PC version, Um, I will probably just be using that uh, overlay from the get go, because that's like that's the one overlay I think I'm the most proud of with Persona 4 Golden. I put a. I'm trying to think of like what my second most proud of would be, and I'm not sure if I have like Persona 5 was kind of um was like interesting in some regards. Like it comes close. I think Cyberpunk probably. I don't know. I even think that Cyberpunk was probably a little uh, off of. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like Cyberpunk was kind of elaborate, but like the chat didn't really appear very well. And yeah. Anyway, I've been also just going on this opening a little chat thing. Um, I was thinking about like how they would incorporate uh like romances from like if there's any like romance or dating function in this game, which I kind of doubt a little bit. Like who knows? I haven't heard anything about there being like a social link, type of feature. Like, it'd be cool if there were, but you can't really acknowledge, at least from like what we've seen so far. There's no built-in way to acknowledge whether or not you were in a relationship with anybody in the base game. Also, I've seen articles talking about how kind of complaining a bit about how there is absolutely zero acknowledgement of any of like at least if NPC confidants, rather confidants. Sorry, I call them social links because, as I mentioned in my royal playthrough, they've been called social links in two out of the three modern Persona installments. Um, they just decided to rebrand it for Persona 5. But uh, it would have been nice if they had incorporated a way to acknowledge it, especially if implementation is a tricky thing, and I tend to think about these things. Um, Given that this game came out on Switch, which is the version we're playing, by the way, um, because it's the only one I could get a hold of through Fingerhut. Um, Not wanting to wait until I had enough to actually buy it outright. Um, um, like you obviously couldn't import data from a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 to Switch. I mean, heck, if you played the original Persona 5 on PS3, Strikers is a PS4 is would be exclusive. It's not on PS3, so even though it hypothetically could be, there's no real reason to port it to PS3 because that generation is like so you know we're so far past that generation that there'd be no point. And given the PS3's architecture, it may not even be a simple port. Um, but anyway, uh, the other way I can see it working is that you get like a prompt at the beginning of the game, like, okay, which character or characters did you romance in Persona 5, if any, or if you played the original Persona 5? I mean, if you're playing this game and haven't at least played the original Persona 5, what the hell are you doing? Also, one thing I want to complain about a little bit is the intro. The intro was kind of pointless, at least from like what I remember of it. It's like a freaking week, less than a week ago. But I it it seemed to be there because there was an intro sequence in the original game that was a flash forward. But this doesn't do anything but introduce you to the gameplay a little bit, tutorialize a little bit, but they could have done that, over the natural parts of the game. And it is a little bit like Persona 5's intention, I imagine, is that they want to, kind of the feeling I got from the intro sequence of Persona 5, and it may be true to some extent for this as well, is that the people who write these games tend to want to put a lot of focus within the first, portion of the game on establishing the setting, establishing the characters, establishing the premise. World building, effectively. And there isn't a lot of, and the way that they have it set up is, there's it takes a while for you to get into a first dungeon, or first, anything that is particularly interactive. Can happen like several hours into playing the game. So, they kind of have that intro sequence in there, so like, okay, you get a taste of what the gameplay is gonna be like. And, you are engaged. I guess, or at the very least, going into it blind. I suppose you know, like, oh, this is an RPG with combat. This isn't just a visual novel. you know. Like, we swear, there's gameplay, there's there's dungeons, there's interactive segments. We just need to take a little while to set up what's going on before we get into that. I actually think like Persona 3 may have, like, I think it takes a while before you get into the actual first dungeon, even in Persona 3. Yeah, I don't know. In Persona 3 and Persona 4 both kind of take a while to get into the actual gameplay. So I think that the intro to Persona 5 was a response to that. And kind of a blank response to it, if we're going to be perfectly honest. And it doesn't really solve the problem, because after that introduction sequence, you're just kind of stuck in this still better pace, but still, there's still a little bit of a build before we actually get into the gameplay. I think the gap is a bit smaller, and I mean they could have just gotten away with trying to build a narrative where you quickly establish and build the setting and. But anyway, I feel like that's kind of like part of what they're doing here. Like they're being even more lazy about it, because at least Persona 5 was introducing the framing device for that action sequence. Here, there's no framing device. We're just getting a flash forward to establish that there's gameplay, that we're going to be fighting things. And I suppose if you're on Steam, you get a chance to actually like, play the game to know whether or not you want to use Steam's return policy. Because honestly, actually, on that level, like playing Persona 4, like the chances that you're going to be able to actually experience the game play Persona 4 within like the time limit to return it are really low. I feel like just skipping for the dialogue to like get to an actual demo of gameplay, or downloading a save from someplace that takes you immediately to a spot in the game where gameplay is happening. But anyway, yeah, I feel like the intro is kind of lazy, and like there's lots of I can still critique the intro of Persona 5 because a lot of it is just redundant tutorialization. Like it tutorializes you, but then when you actually get into the present, you're tutorialized again. In fact, a lot of the features that you're introduced to in the intro do not get introduced until quite a ways later into the game. In which point they're reintroduced, and as if you already know about it from the tutorial in the intro. Like it feels like it may have been like not terribly late into development, but like at some point in development they decided that they're going to have this framing device, and that they're going to use it to introduce the player to the gameplay mechanics, and they failed to remove all the tutorialization they already had established in the first dungeon. I actually think Royal had an opportunity to fix that a little bit, and they didn't. Anyway, let's freaking play this game. Or this visual novel.
Hey. Hmm?
You're making infiltration tools?
Hey. Oh. Oh.
They took away all my toys!
Hmm? So. Oh boy, does this bed bring back back memories. It's nice to see everyone doing so well. Chief seemed to be the same as ever, too. This place is just as great as I remembered. So, we're camping in a couple days, huh? Talk about a way to kick off your summer vacation.
Hey, aliasing on the window is a little weird. I'm not sure it's even aliasing. It might. I mean, it's the way it's being rendered. You have these little, like, gleaming of the way the camera is, like, subtly wobbling around. I guess to give you a sense of, like, I kind of wonder, like, why it's done. I think it's to help make the scene feel more three-dimensional. Also, apparently, like, if you're shooting on film, the image isn't going to be very stable either. And I maybe trained to just not. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's at least a little bit of a reason why they make the camera just a little wobbly. But the way again, the way the window's rendered, I mean, you can see a bit of. Even on my 4K TV, I can see the aliasing. So then they have, I guess the way that the light, or the bump, it might have something to do with the bump maps, maybe. But you see this little laser bolt going back and forth on the window. It's really distracting. I wonder if this is a problem in the PS4 version or not.
That sounds great. Well, we should get some sleep. Good night.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's definitely going to be spoiling certain aspects of Persona 5, the original.
To the Velvet Room.
Like, if you play Persona 5 and not played it all the way through, you're going to get a little confused.
I know not whether to rejoice or bemoan this reunion. Regardless, I must perform my duty. This place exists between dream and reality. Mind.
Yeah, we already know this.
It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. The expression you bear now tells me you already know the reason for your summons. I must warn you of the danger threatening to consume both yourself and the entire world whose heart you strove so greatly to change. A most loathsome prison has manifested. Your appearance is ironclad evidence of this. You have become a prisoner of fate yet again.
What do you mean?
Someone, even now, plots to lure you into a disastrous fate. Confronted by this evil will, your own cries out. Rise against it. My name is Lavenza. As one who rules over power, my duty is to witness the path you take.
It is clearly designed for people who haven't played the original game as well, even though her very existence is a spoiler.
Should the world continue down its own current path, all that awaits you is destruction.
This is basically as you know, without as you know. No, I am Lavenza, the one who oversees power.
Have you the resolve to defy such a fate and face the distortion that yet again threatens your world?
You know it.
Monster I know so well. What awaits you ahead are more of the same. No, even greater hardships than before.
You mean greater than defeating a god? And then another guy who took up the mantle of a god? No, it's very hard to top that. Just saying.
However, you must never forget, I am always by your side. The time has come. Let us meet again soon. Until then...
Where's Igor? The only thing I can think of is that they're not including him because of spoilers.
Good morning.
That would really freaking suck, though. Like, Igor is the iconic character who literally ties all of the Persona games together. So, excluding him just because they wish to avoid spoilers for the main game is a slap in the face. And like I'm already spoiling it by mentioning that it's a freaking spoiler, or that it has the potential to be a spoiler. Ellie, even they can explain away like what happened to him or where he is. If he isn't part of this game, that's bullcrap. Damn it. I was complaining last time about how I keep on hitting the B button instead of the A button. But now it's the opposite. Also, I decided to get into Animal Crossing New Horizons again. Which I have here. Underneath Persona 5. I'm getting a little bit of trouble with that because I had to like bind the keys permanently.
Yo.
I'm gonna read all of. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna read the dialogue in general this time around. If it's voice acted, it's voice acted. If it's not, it's not.
Yo!
I might need to like rebind the keys. Like, or whatever, the controller. Back. Ellie. Ellie, please. Not right now. You can't play. We can't play! Yeah, I just watch. The second now that I've reset it, it'll start feeling weird again.
What's up? Ready to buy some camping shit? Let's hustle to the store so we can finally chill for a bit. It's already way too hot out.
We're in charge of picking up the barbecue, right? Go ahead and lead the way, Ryuji.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, right, we can just ask the app. Hey, Emma?
Hello. Do you need something?
Yeah, show us that store you told us about.
Displaying the optimal route to your destination.
Whoa, look at this sweet map.
We can even figure out how to help with a vague question like that? Oh, this thing's a whole lot more useful than I thought.
Yeah, typically, like, these AI apps don't, like, have that kind of memory.
Great! Let's get this over with so we can plan tomorrow's feast.
I thought the question is vague so much as... Yeah, like, maybe Japanese language is... What I'm imagining, maybe the Japanese language might have a better way of stating the notion that, like, most apps, or most of these, cloud-based, assistants, usually you have to, like, say, like, like, where's the nearest sporting goods store? Or, where's a good place where I can get barbecue stuff? It doesn't necessarily, like, remember that, like, you asked it about the last thing you asked it, or, it doesn't really... I mean, I haven't really tested that myself, but it's like, where's that place you told me about? You know, like I've never tried it, but I'm fairly confident that like most AI based things would not like actually remember like what you asked it about earlier. I mean, for a variety of reasons, including privacy concerns. Um, you literally had to ask it like, where is that? Like, there might be some degree of memory, but like, I don't think it's that significant. So like, whatever. I'm thinking this way too much as I tend to do.
What's all the racket?
I can't wait for your new Asylum video game.
I have a suggested event for you. A promotional store opening is currently underway at the Shibuya 705 storefront with Alice Araki.
Huh? The hell's a suggested event? Wait, for real? Alice is here?
She's no Rosette. It's the same question.
Alice Araki is a Japanese fashion model and performing artist. She has gained attention with her adorable look and unique sense of style. She is active in a variety of media and genres.
There's no Rosette, and Rosette is no Yumi Hamasaki, so...
She has become a pop culture tastemaker and continues to amass a devoted young fan base.
Wow, Emma makes her sound huge. She really all that popular?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of answer is that crowd giving ya? Huh? Alice really is just over there? Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, the audio's like suddenly sounds a little quiet. Although I think it maybe just be it could literally just be a balancing issue in the game itself. Maybe I'm just used to Ryuji being really loud. This is like what are the different.
Oh, someone sounds interested. It's on our way into the store. Why not check it out? She's totally cute enough for this to be worth it.
Hey, what's going on? Heard it's some shop opening ceremony. Wait, isn't that Alice? Alice Hiraki!
Hi, folks! Thanks for coming!
I don't see her on the game's art. She seems like someone who, well, because she has a portrait for one thing. We know she's a significant character, not just like something in her house. Although her art style is very, well, it doesn't quite look like something that was designed for a Persona game.
A shop that carries one of my very own brands is opening here, today! Have you ever dreamed that you could be somebody else, even if just for a little while? Well, I know a place where that dream comes to life. A wonderland where you become whatever you want to be. Now, I've got one question. Does anyone want to visit this wonderland with me? Aw, thanks! Then I have a surprise for you. I'm giving away 100 invitation cards as a special present. They're magical cards that will make you have an even better time in Wonderland. Enjoy!
So I was just kidding about it being.
Here you go.
I mean, I guess a Japanese pop star calling herself Alice thinks that Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Ah, and one for you.
Holy crap. Alice just touched my hand.
Oh, those are some quality specs. Sorry, that was weird. Hope you like the star. Let the White Rabbit guide you to Wonderland. Have fun there, everyone.
That was less than 100 cards.
Jeez, what was with that crowd?
And how were we able to get so close to the front so easily?
Man, I can't believe I saw Alice. She was just as cute as I thought she'd be.
Her outfit's weird.
Hey, you just don't get it. Her being different's what makes her so awesome.
Well, she's all yours.
So doesn't stop it from being
My
weird.
heart still belongs to Lady On alone.
I meant that as a compliment.
Yeah, we get it.
Well, are you satisfied now? Let's hurry up with the shopping.
Fine. Oh yeah, you got one of those cards from Alice, right?
Yeah, he did. You just got blown off.
Can it? There were just a ton of people around is all.
Alice Hiragi's Wonderland? Just looks like a boring old ad to me. There's some fine print here. Here's my Emma keyword. Please become my friend.
What's a keyword?
Didn't Futaba use something like that yesterday? She said we could become friends through Emma.
Yeah, do it! Come on!
So you input the keyword, then you become friends with Alice?
You said it's on the card, right? What was it again? Wonderland?
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
Oh no. I called it. In my head, I called it. I have absolutely no evidence for it, but she's in the metaverse. Which further confirms what I was talking about during Royal, where the metaverse isn't really destroyed, it's just a connection with our world.
I don't know. Feels like... Whoa! What happened to you guys?
Not just me. You changed too.
Whoa! For real? Huh? Huh?
Looks like this place is connected to the metaverse.
This is a joke, right?
Whoa, check it out.
Look, aren't those the guys we saw at 705?
Hey everyone! You love me, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Then you can give me all your desires.
Are we actually getting the gameplay already? Then what the heck was the point of the intro against, besides of course.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
There's no time. We'll figure it out later. Joker, Skull, let's fight our way out.
Damn it! Fine.
Also, we're used to doing it like 2 or 3 or 5 of these at a time.
Just warm up a bit for starters. It'll come back to you soon enough.
Don't forget who you're talking to. This is the offense champ.
That's what I like to see. Go. This should be your team.
And just show them say goodbye.
Oh, we got like, combos. I'll just like freaking button match.
Joker, use your persona.
I actually kind of like this arrangement more than the original. Granted, I'm a big fan of like genre mashups. I'm so damn tired. I can't process this. Okay, there's a branding system, which I mean that's like the key thing in Persona. So it's just how does that work with taking down swaths of enemies? If different enemies with different enemies clustered together, then I'm not sure how well this is going to translate to this kind of game.
Persona! Take this! Persona! Grab it, now! So, it's not just the outfits. We got our personas, huh? A ton of shadows here, too.
Well, well.
Use this place.
Well, I'm getting scared. Is this a...
Persona! Come, take this!
Reinforcements! If this keeps up much longer, we'll be done for! We should make good use of our surroundings. See anything that could give you the advantage?
Phantom Dash. There's a freaking stealth mechanic. You're really trying to shoehorn as many of them. But this game feels very idiosyncratic. Oh, damn, I have SP. Whatever spell I do.
This is it. All right, that'll show 'em. Y'all are way too weak. Don't even try stepping to us again.
Joker, go! Watch out!
The hell? Even more of them.
I'm not sure I like that bridge.
Getting surrounded fast. We have to retreat.
Yeah, the bridge isn't that great.
Guys, over there!
Yeah, the bridge just, like, the vocals, or part of the strength of the vocals be like that. They kind of fade into the background. You know, they're, part of it is that they're slightly broken English as well. But, you know, keeps the vocal from being distracting, for lack of a better term. But when it's like, again, my friend, like, you know, the lower tone, and very clearly be able to tell what they're saying. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that verse was not part of the original vocal, so it just, yeah. I don't know how else to explain it. It just... I like the arrangement aside from that little bridge.
Let's move it!
Where are we heading to the escape point? I want to fight some more. Also, I would have SP regen gradually. Yeah, I think we're meant to sort of make it. I'm really have to pay more attention to the head. Okay. We need an exit.
Okay, what in the hell is this place?
Metaverse?
I think this could be Alice's palace.
A palace? I thought those were done for, though.
No, the metaverse exists. At least in my interpretation, the metaverse exists independent of. Like, as long as the human subconscious exists, the metaverse exists. They didn't really make that clear. I'm just like thinking, because I have greenish eyes, I'm wondering, like, is that like interact with the green screen? I don't think it does. After all this time into the green screen, it's my eyes look something black from a distance. I just keep on. I'm having some severe ADD here.
I mean, we don't even have the meta nav on our phones anymore.
I don't know what's going on.
That's a weird animation.
But I don't think anything else could explain this. You saw Alice on that screen just like I did. No matter how you look at it, that was her shadow. We just happened to wander into Alice's palace using Emma. That would be the most logical explanation.
Damn it! Whatever it is doesn't change the fact that we're in deep shit.
We need more intel. Let's investigate the area. If this really is a palace, the distortion has to have a core somewhere. We need to find the treasure. Oh, even getting a faint whiff of it. If we look around, we may be able to learn what's going on too. We'll get a better idea of what to do next, depending on what we find.
Guess we're doing this.
We doing this! Which version of Persona 5 is better? Or PS4? Probably PS4. Or PC.
No good. It's an ambush.
This ain't fair!
Joker!
We fought God. And now suddenly we get ambushed and tied up.
Who are these little guys?
Your Majesty, we captured these thieves, but we couldn't seize their desires. We have instead brought them to you.
Couldn't seize their desires? Explain yourselves. You look pretty cool.
Yeah, somehow her costume isn't quite as gaudy as in real life.
So, what's your name?
Let us go. I am Mr. Let us go. I'm gonna let us go song.
Joker! Ah, so you're Joker, huh?
Why so serious?
Come now, Joker. You need to answer properly when your queen asks a question.
Quit it, asshole!
So she's Alice and the Red Queen?
Ugh, would you shut your mouth? Or are you looking for punishment too?
Off with their heads.
What? Shit! Just try it!
Ugh, what a bore. I just stopped caring. Get rid of them, however. I don't want toys that don't do as they're told. Bye-bye.
Hey, they're nice and untied us.
Yeah, luckily.
Man, that was some real shit. Even worse was that effing... So that's what she's really like, huh? How about you, Joker? She really whacked you good.
I kind of liked it. That should be like the option. Because it's Joker every now and then. at least in the game, can say some interesting things.
Well, that's good at least. Damn that Alice. Acting like she's top shit. I'm gonna be so pissed off until we finally get back at her.
Though I'm curious as to whether or not this is more of a Persona 4 shadow or Persona 5 shadow. I'm assuming it's more like a Persona 5 shadow. Actually, I want to go into like discussion mode here again. Forgive me. I just tend to do this. This is what I do. In Persona 4, shadows are more like kind of the desires you suppress, the desires that you not want others to see. Or aspects of yourself that you may, be afraid of in some regard or other. I should even like really touch on what kanji is. But anyway, Persona 5, there's elements of that. I don't think Persona 3 really touches on the idea of shadows being like Persona 3 does not touch on humanoid shadows in any fashion whatsoever. In Persona 5, shadows are really just kind of like, I would say like nearly everyone who has a shadow in Persona 5 is a piece of shit. Or nearly everyone, actually, I should say. We're getting spoilers here. I can't avoid it. Getting spoilers for Persona 5. So just be warned, because I want to discuss the connection to Persona 5. Because this is a sequel. Okay? No matter how much they're trying to play it off as being, its own self-contained thing, and trying to avoid spoiling the main game, which I think is foolish, but whatever. Futaba has a palace in the game. I think she may. No, like there's a couple characters who technically have a palace in Royal, at least, who aren't. And of course, spoilers for anyone who hasn't already played Royal, even though Royal may or may not be canon to the spin-off. And with them kind of doubting that it's gonna be canon to the spin-off, which is kinda shitty. I mean, there's a character in this game who looks a little bit like Violet, but mostly in the sense that they have red hair, so it looks different enough that I doubt that's actually meant to be Violet. Anyway. So, what was I talking about? So I think, like, the idea that you aren't necessarily evil to have a palace, I'm kind of hoping it's going to be applicable here. Because I kind of like Alice. I mean, for what little we've seen of her so far. I don't know. Maybe she really is an actual piece of shit in actuality. I'm kind of hoping not, because I like the nuance of someone who can be redeemed. That's why I like the final boss of the new final boss of Persona 5 Royal more than the actual final boss, or even the human guy toward the fake final boss of Persona 5. It was better than the actual final boss. But basically, there's terrible people who you're forcing a conscience onto. Whereas, I kind of prefer the idea of someone who has like terrible aspects of their personality, where you're sort of course correcting their conscience in a more a less traumatic way. Because, like, what we do to the the cast of villains, I guess, antagonist characters in Persona 5 is kind of messed up. I don't think they fully, like, they kind of acknowledge it, but they kind of don't really. Like, there's a sense that, like, they deserve to feel awful and terrible about what they did. But you're converting them into good people. It's death of personality without the memory wipe. Like, it's especially messed up the first time we do it. Like, every other time it happens, it's not nearly as, like, played up how messed up we really kind of are. It really is, but it's definitely messed up for the first guy we did it to. And granted, he is a terrible guy, but I don't know. Like, there's a certain ethical dilemma. I feel like for a change of pace, let's just kind of. I like more complex villains than just someone who is simply like a terrible asshole. Also, like, they can kind of get away with it here because there isn't some, or as far as we know so far, there isn't some god thing that is um, like, kept somehow responsible for making people's desires especially distorted. Because I mean, I think it's also part of the original game is that, you know, these characters, the villains, the rogues gallery, as it were, of Persona 5 is made of people who have been corrupted. Or may have been corrupted. I'm not quite sure on that, actually. It's like artificially corrupted by an external force. I'm not quite sure if that was part of the plot or not, actually. Yeah. Whatever. Like, regardless of the explanation, I feel like I prefer more nuance than just they're an asshole. Like there may be a little bit of their backstory too. Oh yeah, there's another character who is not inherently. So like in the base game, there are at least two characters who aren't that we visit the palaces of who aren't inherently evil. I'm kind of edging a little bit around spoilers here, but let's just go all in. So we have Futaba, we have Sai, and we have the other guy whose name I kind of forget. The final guy. Yeah, I don't think I quite know what his name is, but yeah, we have the spring semester guy. So there are plenty of characters who aren't necessarily evil, and we don't necessarily need to completely shadow their mind to make them reform. And I prefer that. Like that's a better storytelling thing. In my opinion anyway. So I was hoping they're gonna, make these antagonists, the rogues gallery of this game, a little more nuanced. I'm wasting so much time explaining all this stuff.
So, where are we now?
Looks like we wound up underground. I'd say it's some sort of garbage dump. For now, let's just focus on getting out of here.
This place is disgusting. Who just dumps people into garbage like that?
Well, have you ever played Detroit Become Human?
Let's find a way out as soon as possible. We don't know what we'll run into either. Let's keep an eye on how we're holding up as we press on.
Okay, now I'm still using the B button to try to talk to people. I think, again, I still think this game should have, like, recharging SP. I mean, I think there is a degree to which it is, but since things aren't turn-based, I mean, we'll see how well it's balanced and like how many opportunities you get to, like, recharge your SP. I mean, our SP has already been recharged at this point, but uh-oh. We have such fights to show you. We're summoning Pinhead. Oh, is this a new character? Wait a minute, is she a new Igus? She's a new character.
What is this place?
I kind of need to look up what Igus's eyes look like. Like, it would be kind of cool if, they actually bring the creature group in here. Her eyes don't quite look like that. They actually look very normal. Oh, it look a little different actually. There's a degree which I guess his eyes do kind of look like this, but they're more like a. Similar, actually. Yeah, I think this could be. I'd love it if she's a Korijo android. I can't remember what the name of the other. But there's like the I guess counterpart. I don't know. There's several different I guess models. I mean, there's one in the section I haven't played of the extra section from the Brain, which I never got around to playing. I still need to like play fast all the way through for the stream. I wonder if I should add that to the Patreon list. Like, that would be a game that I'd want to play regardless, but it's also like I'd probably be a little quicker to commit to it, to play it all the way through, if it were like a Patreon thing. Let's see, I should like the anti-shadow robot. anti-shadow suppressible weapon. There's also a game called Persona X Detective Naruto, which will probably never get released here. There's Metis, which the eye style is more similar to a red version of Aegis. There's Labyrinth, which has eyes that are a little more Genesis? What the heck is up with these RPGs having a character named Genesis? Well, supposedly he was the last one, although this... Well, given the fact that I've looked up the article on anti-shadow suppressor weapons, this probably isn't it. Given how long this game has been out in Japan. That is a terrible missed opportunity. If that's the case. I'm just saying. You want more continuity between the Persona series. Even if it is through ancillary works like this one. Like, the Arena games actually did an excellent job at that. The Persona Q games... not so much. I mean, I've only played a little bit of the first one. But... they are, by their nature, like, non-canonical. Like, they are designed not to be canonical because... it's like, oh, this is a dream that they're having while other stuff's going on. Like, they're not going to remember any of it, and it's not going to really have any relevance to anything in the games, in future games. Like, it's designed that way, whereas Arena, both of the Arena games are designed as actual sequels to both Persona 3 and Persona 4. And I would really like to have more connectivity outside of fan service. I mean, it's really my hope that Persona 6 actually tries to style itself as a crossover game of sorts, or a game that like is built to connect maybe even 3 Persona 3 games together. Like, I am very much like War Runner, and that sense I love continuity.
Who are you? You are a phantom thief? I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Okay. But what I was gonna say is that, the eyes of anti-shadow weapons, or, androids, are, basically like have the iris, and then like an iris within the iris. Their iris has an iris, because Yodog, I hear you like irises. She kinda has a little bit of that, but it's more like just her, pupil is... uniquely designed. But she's humanity's companion, which would maybe indicate more of a... Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I know, I just have to continue roleplay. Joker is someone who just rolls with it.
Are you human? Do you have a name? Joker. Okay, I memorized it. Joker, do you know where this place is?
Hey, I just heard something. I mean, who are you?
What is it, Joker? Can I help you? A raccoon?
A raccoon. Actually, if she was an anti-shadow weapon, she'd probably be like, Shadow must destroy. I think at this rate, my only hope for having continuity is Persona 5 Arena. If they ever do a Persona 5 Arena. But even then, I don't like the idea of having continuity relegated to the fighting games. Like my least favorite genre of the ancillary works.
Try a cat.
But you kept on telling us before that you're not a cat.
Wait, don't try a cat.
Make up your mind. Anyway, who's this? Got a real funky getup.
Pretty cute, huh?
Not right now, man.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion. Were you dumped down here by that Alice girl too?
Something tells me she's not an anti-shadow weapon. My fanboy fantasy of... Like, you don't even have to, like, refer to... Like, you could... You can have continuity like this without having to bog the story down and having to... I just realized the speaker fell over. Now I'm going to go all the way back there and pick it up. Having to, like, require people to have played the previous game. Like, you don't have to explain the entire story of Persona 3 to explain that there's these anti-weapon shadow weapons that were developed by the Creator Group. That she is one of them. Like, the Creator Group is just some kind of organization that we don't know about, and we have an opportunity to learn a little bit about. You don't have to tell the full story, you just have to explain enough to establish it for people who haven't already played the previous games. And it doesn't even need to spoil anything in particular about the previous games, just that, like, it's a thing that exists. And that knows about the metaverse, or it's the metaverse as it is here. Do I also... I'm not sure if I get the... Like, I get the feeling that there could be an intent for each game that kind of exists in its own pocket universe. But then again, they do, like, make a few background references to Persona 3. Like, the idea of, what's his nose being the next protected prince, or, you know, the posters of Riese in the background.
I just learned that I have no memories, so I do not know.
Wait, What?
In case I didn't. Okay, there's a. Okay.
Hey, you two. Come here for a second.
I just learned that I have no memories.
Who is that, Joker?
She said she doesn't have any memories?
Well, she's clearly a Cenobite.
The
She's in a
giant
box.
What kind of crazy shit is that? Way too weird.
We are in. We are in the metaverse. Nothing is too weird.
She doesn't seem to be a shadow, though. She doesn't even seem hostile.
Well, whatever she is, we still gotta find a way out. Nobody's solving any problems in this dump, that's for sure.
In trouble?
Whoa! Where did you...
If you're in trouble, I can help. I am humanity's companion. My purpose is to be helpful to humans.
So, you want to help us out?
Correct. What is your problem?
Well, we're lost. I guess we're looking for a way out of here?
A way. Will reaching the surface solve your problem of a way out of here? Yeah. It would? Okay, I've got it. I'm searching for a way out of here. Whoa, hey! Don't go out there alone! What now, Joker?
We should follow her.
Right. She might be able to get us out of this dump.
You sure about that? She's still super suspicious.
Super sus.
But I guess we shouldn't ditch her either. Hey, you better watch out for shadows! Oh crap, too late!
Get behind us, Sophia!
Where the hell did they come from?
Nobody's coming for us if we go down here. Let's get him!
Whew. We got through that somehow. Sophia, right? You hurt or anything?
No problems here. Why was I attacked? Assaulting others without reason is not proper behavior.
Not exactly sure how to explain it, but those guys are called shadows.
And we're the Phantom Thieves. We're considered dangerous rebels by the ruler of this place. Intruders they want to eliminate. The Phantom Thieves. That's really cool.
That's what you have to say? Compliment, I guess. Anyway, there is a shit ton of shadows around here. If you want to help us, then let's all go together.
I can find a way out of here. You only need to wait for me. You're actually going to help us out? I have been helping you this entire time. Joker helped me first. Now I will be helpful for him. Use me as needed, Joker.
Alright, you're weird, but I guess you really do want to help.
It's your call, Joker. Okay, that sounds nice, Joker. Along with the cat and the skeleton.
Not a skeleton.
He's a skull.
Skull short for Skullington now. Just because I look like this doesn't make me a cat.
He's actually a raccoon. Or rabbit.
Joker!
I'm Skull. Don't screw it up.
And I'm Mona, okay? Don't you forget it. What has upset you? Alright, let's be careful. We'd be fine, but we don't want to endanger Sophia. Try staying out of sight. Wait, a shadow!
Shit, still hanging around.
We've got Sophia with us. We should just avoid it if we can.
Are you saying that's in your way?
Yeah, we can't escape unless we get past here.
Okay, I've got it.
Huh? Got what? Wait, what the hell? Yo, wait up!
Who are you? Intruders!
In-game engine cutscene.
We are the Phantom Thieves.
Holy shit, she just beat him!
No way! Was that a persona?
What are you doing?
I am helping the Phantom Thieves. Don't take it personally.
Oh, man. Let's get in there, Sophia!
Right here.
Okay, we beat them.
Wait. You're so effing strong! You should have told us right away you could fight!
But you never asked.
Not just that, but your clothes. What in the world? It's completely different from our own transformations.
I copied what you do and ended up like this.
Look at track.
Dude, that ain't the issue. More importantly, are you some kind of persona user?
Persona?
The things you were using during the fight. Those boxes flying around.
That was a weapon. I needed it to fight.
Sophia, just what in the world are you?
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Yeah, we already heard that one.
There's still just too much we don't know. But we don't have the time to figure it out now either. Getting out of here needs to be our #1 priority.
Yeah, we really don't need her getting any more attention from the enemy. Hey, let's just have her help us out. Considering what we just saw, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Agreed. We have no idea what's ahead of us. The more firepower, the better. Can you lend us a hand, Sophia?
Okay, I've got it. Right, you'll be counting on me.
Well, let's move. Lead the way, Shorty.
Understood.
Oh, right. Keep track of how you're holding up. You need any healing items?
That's interesting.
Not sensing any shadows. Okay, good to go.
That's an interesting difference is that we only have ourselves here. I don't know if there's a limitation of the Speaking of items,
Get out.
look at that arrow.
What's that?
Is there something we learned how to do earlier? Oh, it's A. There we go. There's some secret treasure.
I found a treasure chest.
Hello, Joker? What did you find?
There we go. Sweet.
Check anything suspicious looking. Never know what you might find.
I'm hearing something. Or is that just like a residual from what we... Oh, I still hear something. It could just be ambient noise.
Nope. No shadows here.
Shadows incoming! A whole load of them. Get ready! There are more ways to target an enemy's weakness than skills alone, remember?
There's a fire gun. It's R while holding L? Really? You'd think that would be like trigger buttons.
Take this! Take this!
Another chance. Wipe them out.
At least they're not always playing that same song.
Let's go! Take this!
It's interesting that they're doing like
Take a look at my new skill.
it's like they're kind of hybridizing between like the exploration dungeon crawl of Persona games with the action of I haven't really played a Dynasty Warriors game or even Hyrule Warriors. I own Hyrule Warriors, at least for Wii U. But from what I saw in that game, I had the impression that it's all about kind of an ongoing epic battle. You know, you have stages and they're just flying for enemies, and like they happen in waves or phases or whatever the heck it is, and until you complete the level. Like, the combat is divided into bite-sized chunks for the most part. In order to accommodate the kind of dungeon crawling element of Persona games. Which I guess is fine.
toes, Joker! You've got skills just like that. Hey, Joker, think you could find your way up there?
We have double jumps. Oh, that's... Those are dangerous enemies. They're probably explained to us dangerous enemies.
Shadows ahead. They haven't spotted us yet.
Should I wipe them out for you?
Here's a tip on us phantom thieves. We avoid charging headfirst into battle whenever possible. Let's try those stairs for now.
Also, they're red, they're glowing red, which usually means they're above our pay grade.
That looks suspicious. See that hanging there, Joker? You thinking what I'm thinking?
For brain, something hilarious something. I need to watch Animaniacs again.
Right what we want. Now let him have it.
Okay. Maybe they aren't particularly powerful. I thought we were just gonna use that thing to
I've learned something new.
that's her persona.
Yay!
Very
We won.
Don't celebrate just yet. Aren't we in a dead end?
There. If we climb there, we can proceed.
Guess there's no other option.
I like her voice. It's like robotic, but like cheerfully robotic.
No enemies nearby. Let's go on ahead.
Oh, okay. That's what I quite was intending to do, but
I've got eyes on them!
They just don't quit. Let's take him down, Joker.
what do you say about avoiding fights? Okay. So we got like this weird platforming mechanic.
You're mine. I can see it. Let's go.
I'm probably gonna be way. I also think you have like way too little SP in this game. That's the problem, I think.
Ooh, you got another persona. Looks like that power you've got
became a mask? Explain this.
He seals a shadow's form and power into a mask, turning it into a persona.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like let's get into game design talk here. This has become my international sign for game design talk. I feel like in Persona 5 or most Persona games that I've played and by memory, SP is kind of like you're very much meant to consume SP as you play. Like it is generally even your main form of attack in a Persona game. You know, physical attacks are almost like a backup. Like if you run out of SP, you have physical attacks to fall back on. If you encounter an enemy that's weak to physical attacks, then you can do those. But generally speaking, magical attacks are your bread and butter. Like they're kind of your main way of fighting shadows. So because this is a you know, warriors game basically, it's much more hack and slash. You know, that's kind of the genre in a manner of speaking. So incorporating magical attacks into that, you're kind of inverting the system. But the whole but you're also creating a situation where the player has to go out of their way to keep on using magic. To stock up on SP restoring items, you know, and use them kind of continuously. And whereas in Persona 5 in particular, being the most recent, like, you kind of have to stock up a little bit. But they're more there if you want to play the game efficient. Like SP restoratives are more if you want to go through an entire dungeon in one go, because that's like the optimal way to play. But if you're playing normally or whatever, like, you know, if you're taking on the palaces in bits and pieces, and regaining SP in between, you may not even need SP restorative. Yeah. So, here, it seems very much like you're meant to use SP restoratives kind of consistently or continuously, because you're... Or think about how you're using your SP a little more strategically, because you have a particularly limited amount of it. It also goes into the problem with direct sequels to RPGs, which is that you should be super duper amazing powerful, and yet, like, we should have a shit ton of SP. Like, there's only so much you can do by you could excuse by being 6 months out of practice. Especially when you just took down, depending which continuity you're going off of, God or a pair of gods. I mean, one of them was definitively a god, or at least a self-proclaimed god. The other was someone who assumed the mantle of the god that we destroyed. To minorly spoil that. So, like, we should be, even out of practice, we should be, like, heck, we should have, again, depending on the continuity, we should have upgraded personas, or, you know, double upgraded personas, depending on how far away I got into the social links. I don't know. Like, again, I'm maybe, you know, I'm overthinking this, but for certain. Also, once again, I'm predicting that Igor is going to be exposed. Possibly for the entirety of this game. Like, they're gonna explain it in some way or other. And he is a future, because if for some crazy reason you have not played the original Persona, and again, I'm seeing it, spoilers here. I mean, the thing is, you could play Persona 3 and 4 and be spoiled on the level of there being something up with Igor at the beginning of Persona 5. But it feels very much like a kind of meta thing. And I already spoken about it in but, like, you know, the original voice actor, Japanese voice actor for Igor passed away. I believe between Persona 4 and 5. So they sort of used that as a way to kind of create a different sense of mystery, or a particular sense of mystery around the fact that, like, he sounds different. And it means something. But if for some reason you placed Strikers first, and you hear him sounding one way, and then you play the original game afterwards, and you hear him sounding so entirely different, it isn't going to spoil what's going on, but it's going to create that sense of mystery of, like, why does he sound different, and it particularly in another sense that wasn't quite intended. But whatever. I've already ranted too much about that anyway. I forgot what I was even talking to begin with here. Anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, like, I think it would have been better to have recharging SP. Or something similar. I'm not sure how exactly it would work. Like, would it be between battles? Especially considering the battles are shorter in general. Or like in bite-sized chunks anyway. I mean, who knows, it might be really well balanced. I'm also kind of curious as to how much you can issue commands to other people in the party. I was hoping we get out of here soon, because I... Yeah, interesting. Oh, that's actually really funny. So, people were trying to watch Tom and Jerry on HBO Max, and instead got a preview of Justice League.
Enemy ahead! Joker, try that persona you just got.
We're doing more Thriller Nation here. Yeah, I know how switching personas work.
Pixie!
Oh, I can just
Grab it,
she recharged my SP again. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Outside of the tutorial section. We get one more, huh? That's...
Focus on the big shadow for now.
Useless. Come. Take this. It's over.
That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves for ya!
Oh yeah, a new move.
How are you holding up? Make sure you heal yourself when you need it.
Fighting this on easy. Yeah, it's first
There
match.
aren't any shadows nearby.
Hang on. It looks like this is the exit.
Oh, hell yes. Let's get our asses out of here.
This leads further inward. Should we investigate?
Nah. We should focus on our escape.
We finally made it out.
This is still the metaverse, though. Stay on guard.
Please wait.
What is it, Sophia? Find something?
I have found it. A way out of here is nearby.
For real?
I'm thinking that she could be like the physical embodiment of Emma in the metaverse.
Wait, how'd you figure that out?
I suddenly knew it. Like,
Seriously?
the exit is close. Follow me.
Wait, Sophia!
What is her deal?
Oh, I don't know, but we need to move it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the embodiment of Emma in the metaverse. Like that's my prediction. Still would be interesting if Emma was developed by the creature group. Sorry. I just want more connection.
You mentioned Sophia?
Yes, this is what I had detected previously.
And it is?
It's fine. It leads outside.
This is actually a much better explanation for why we had to go to certain locations to get out of the metaverse rather than just using the
Leads outside?
Everything will get all for a moment, but then you'll be out of here.
What the hell kind of explanation is that? How do you know we'll be okay?
Trust me, Joker.
Alright.
I'm glad you're willing to trust me.
Looks like we've only got one option here.
Huh? Ain't you coming too?
I am... What should I do?
Joker's got the right idea, Sophia. This place is crawling with shadows. Staying here would only end badly for you.
But...
Jeez, what's it gonna take?
What are you doing?
We don't leave folks behind to die. Just get in the damn portal with us.
So you want me to come with you? Okay.
Well, here goes. 1, 2...
So she is the embodiment of Emma, then. I don't know. We'll find out what happened to her when she. Enters the real world, as it were.
This is the real world, right?
Yep, looks like we're back all right.
You have successfully returned from the jail. Welcome back.
Jail?
Hang on, Sophia, where'd she go?
I don't think I'm seeing her.
Hey, Shorty, get your ass over here!
Don't yell that in public, idiot!
Need something?
Was that Sophia's voice?
Huh, where is she?
I'm in front of you. Inside Joker's phone.
I kind of called it.
What's with the floating head?
Yo,
Whoa, she just popped up!
oh, did you change your outfits?
Is that really you, Sophia?
Yep, I'm really me. But who are you?
I'm still Mona. I just look like a cat in this world.
Mona? You're Mona? So, you really weren't a raccoon.
I already told you that.
Wait, why are you on his phone now?
Why am I? Because I am an AI.
An AI?
That's that smart thing, right?
Futaba told us all about it. She's an artificial intelligence.
For real?
I'm glad you're safe.
I have your phone to thank for that. I was thrown into endless light. When I tracked down Joker's scent, I ended up here.
His scent? Who are you, Morgana?
So since she's an AI, she turned into Data when she came to this world.
That mean you're living in his phone?
It is somewhat small, but it's cozy and has everything I need. Care to join me?
Itty bitty living space.
I don't even have the energy.
Anyway, it's a big relief knowing you made it out of there safely.
Hey, but what about all those other people we saw in there? Are they still, you know...
I don't know. But I seriously doubt normal folks would be able to fight against that. I get what you're saying, but if we charge in without a plan, we're just going to wind up captured too. A new part of the metaverse has its own version of a palace that we access through Emma. It even has a ruler shadow. Odds are that something horrible is happening right now.
Let's head back to LeBlanc.
Talking about this here is no good. Let's get to LeBlanc. We'll hammer out our course of action with everyone there.
And what about her?
It appears I cannot exit this phone. When I came to this world, I connected to the internet and learned a great many things.
What is this thing called hentai?
But my memory is still erased. I also found no means of data recovery.
And what is Rule 34?
Furthermore, I am stuck here. What should I do next?
Come see where I'm crashing.
So we're both crashing somewhere.
Also, introducing Sophia to everyone else will probably make the explanation easier.
Wonder how that's gonna go over. Especially when they hear all the palace type shit.
There are more phantom thieves?
Yeah, we got ourselves a whole gang. One of them will probably flip her wig over you too.
Okay. That sounds pretty fun.
I see. You're saying you entered the metaverse with Alice Hiragi's invitation and met a sentient AI named Sophia, who is now in your phone.
When you put it that way, you make it sound crazy.
But I'm telling you, it's the truth.
We're just ready for you. You gotta do what? You gotta believe.
See? Even he says so.
We understand. None of us would make up something like this. However, there's a chance this Sophia may know more than we do about this situation. She's still with you, right? Could we speak with her?
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything.
Why didn't we bring her out as we were explaining? Oh, right, because that would be narratively redundant. We gotta have the explanation to help it upstream, which actually is good storytelling. It avoids the pitfall of many Japanese visual novels and I'm looking at you, Danganronpa, in particular. Also, Eternal Sonata is... So that's part of the reason why I never played all the way through Eternal Sonata. Like, when I hit a difficulty wall. Which I probably could overcome at this point. I do have it, like, downloaded on my 360, so... It's not out of the question to replay. And I could actually actively make fun of it if it goes on.
Could you come join us, Sophia?
Yo, Phantom Thieves. Whoa, what is that?
This is an interesting problem narratively where, like, we have to avoid the recap by having it happen off screen, but in order to see everyone's reaction to Sophia, we have to wait for her to actually be explained everything that would have been easier to explain by showing Sophia in the start.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
That's really Sophia?
Wow, I can't believe this is happening.
Is this some sort of hideout? There seem to be a number of Phantom Thieves present.
Pretty much all of them except for one, who is at a meet something. I don't know. Like, where is Violet? Okay.
She's humming to herself?
What in heaven? Such an adorable design. You can feel the charm, the pain, the tenacity within.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, this is Sophia.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, an AI with genuine will is just way too advanced.
Right? We couldn't believe it either.
Well, it's easier to be subjected to joy effect when you're literally in a world with the subconsciousness of humans. Although, I don't know, one thing that, now that I think about it, the one thing that does kind of throw a gap to the idea of Alice being, like, a good person is that she is clearly aware of the metaverse. Because she's using this, like, keyword that, like, sucks into the metaverse. So she may be more evil. Damn it, I cited all these evil characters.
That's right, we're meeting for the first time. Nice to meet you, Sophia. I'm Makoto Nijima.
My name's Haru Okumura. We're both college students, but I also help out with my family's company.
I'm An Takamaki. I'm a third year in high school, and I do some modeling too.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I continuously strive to master the arts as we know them.
So, I'm next, huh? I'm Futaba Sakura, and I kinda suck at socializing, but I wanna be friends and stuff.
Nah, you did great, Futaba. In fact, I bet you and Sophia will get along real awesome.
I can really tell that, she's the same actress as Misty in Cyberpunk. There's a very different intonation. It was a sign of a good voice actress, though.
Makoto, Haru, An, Yusuke, and Futaba. I'll remember that. You all have much more normal names than Joker.
Ooh, right. We skipped that part. So, we're the Phantom Thieves, but...
We call each other by code names in the metaverse, so our enemies won't discover our real identities.
Code names.
My name's actually Ryuji Sakamoto, the cat's Morgana, and he's...
Okay, I'll remember that.
So you really are a computer program?
Correct. Would you like to see my source code?
Futaba would like to see it.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Show me, show me.
Take it down a notch, okay? You can see it after we get through these questions.
First off, why were you in the metaverse?
I do not know, because my memory is gone.
Could you have the AI version of amnesia or something? That seems difficult to recover from.
Even Makoto is very different from V.
If your data just crashed, I could take a look and try restoring it.
It is impossible. I have already tried every potential solution.
Yeah, based on your specs, I guess it's not surprising you already thought of that.
Can you recall anything at all?
Only the command I received at initialization.
I think the only voice actor I can kind of identify their voice actor by sound is Matt Mercer, but that's more because I'm very used to hearing Matt Mercer's voice and his range from watching Critical Role, so
You don't sound too sure of that.
Be humanity's companion. That was the command I was issued. I remember nothing else.
this is like the same thing, just different way. I'm gonna say
Yeah, don't let it bother you too much, Sophia.
no problemo.
I was in the exact same situation when I first met these guys.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Thank you.
I've still got a shit ton of questions about Sophia, but we have some real work to do first.
Right, the metaverse. And what we saw.
From what you saw, that means Alice Hiragi has a palace in Shibuya, right?
Yeah, she was calling herself the Queen, being all high and mighty, ordering
We
shadows,
are the
all that
queen.
kind of shit.
There's no doubt that was the cognitive world, but something about it was awfully different from the palaces.
What is it?
Real humans were being attacked by shadows.
There were people inside the palace?
You mean they had access to the Metaverse Navigator?
But that disappeared for all of us.
I know, right? That's where this comes in.
You mean Emma?
Yep, for some reason, this thing worked just like the MetaNav did.
We accidentally
not
entered
exactly.
Alice's Emma keyword and got sent to the metaverse.
It's a keyword, but not a combination of keywords, so it's a little different.
Wait, that means Emma is dangerous. But you can just uninstall it. The MetaNav didn't work like that.
There's one more thing that's been bothering me. When we got back to this world, Emma said we returned from the jail.
Jail?
The only thing we figured out is that this new place is called a jail.
So, could you guys check out the palace, or jail, or whatever with us?
Good point. There's no progressing any further unless we see it with our own eyes.
I'm also having a hard time buying Alice as the ruler of a palace.
Are we going to scout it out together? I think the sooner the better. Is it even safe for us to enter, though? What if we all just end up captured?
There were no enemies in the vicinity of the exit. It's fine to enter through there.
Well, are we going to head back to that place tomorrow?
Sounds like a plan.
Right, we've got our mission.
Very well. I look forward to seeing this jail. Let's say we meet at the connecting bridge in Shibuya.
But first, I get to see Sophia's code. You promised, remember? Oh, this is gonna be the info dump of a lifetime. I promise. You won't feel a thing.
Are you confident this is wise?
I guess so. I mean, at least we know she's got computer skills.
Man, this is what happens when we get back together. Oh, talk about an ass-busting summer vacation.
Huh? What is it?
What about our life-changing Kyoto excursion? Our barbecue extravaganza?
Extravaganza? You mean our camping trip?
It looks like we'll just have to postpone it.
Damned metaverse. I vow to slice you to ribbons.
Aha. You can't slice the metaverse, dude. Just save it for the shadows.
You can check tutorials.
Hey.
I see. What? But how? I mean, with this over here? Damn, so that's it.
Or she's really gotten into analyzing Sophia.
So, what do you think, Futaba? How's Sophia's code look?
Well, her programmer is a genius. No doubt about that. You can figure a person out by their code, and not just their skill level. Their habits, thought processes, even their personalities are there. This code is so advanced that even I can't read it and comprehend it right away. It'll take me weeks, even months to actually grasp how Sophia works.
Take you months? Oh, that's a serious program.
I don't understand. Do you mean I'm impressive?
Yeah, you're impressive. You're some kind of super AI. If you ever went public, everyone would call Emma Old Hat.
Old hat?
When something was popular at one point but stopped being popular, it becomes old hat. It's a saying people don't really use anymore.
Okay, I've got it. You are very knowledgeable, Futaba.
Don't go teaching her too much weird stuff, okay? While we're at it, did you see anything about Sophia's past? Her programmer's name, or a company's maybe?
Nothing yet. And most of those leave a signature of some sort.
Something about a Kirijo group? No.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep cracking at it from home. I'll let you know once I find anything new. I'm good. It's just around the block. Well, folks, time for me to make like a tree.
And get out of here.
She made like a tree?
Yeah, let's make the tree and get out of here. Wait, what? You know, I want to skip the scene. I want to save the game.
That a hell of a day. I never would have imagined something like this would happen.
What's going to happen if I can't save the game?
I know, but we don't have a choice. We'll cut loose once things are settled. Well, the metaverse reappearing may have been a surprise, but even that doesn't compare with Sophia.
Did you call for me?
We were just talking about how you're a huge mystery.
Says the talking cat.
Good point. Wait, I don't have to take that from some mystery app? By the way, how does some top-of-the-line program lose all its memory, huh? I mean, AI are supposed to be super smart, right?
That is... inarguably true.
Aw, don't get too down over it.
I am humanity's companion. If I am not helpful, then I am useless.
Don't be so hard on yourself. At least you remember that much, right?
Right. I think that means it's important.
But is being helpful all you'll do to become a good companion?
Is that not how it works? Please explain. How else can one be a companion?
Huh? Well, that's, I guess you just have to find a way to understand the human heart.
Hearts?
Right. Then you'll be able to empathize with other people and be a good companion to them. I guess.
The human heart.
Look, just don't worry about it. All you need to do is join us and learn from all the kinds of people we meet. In exchange, you lend a hand to the Phantom Thieves. So I guess you could call this a deal.
Okay. That is a decent deal. Especially since it should help me become a good companion for humanity.
Yep. So long as it's good with our leader.
The AI magic.
Okay, I'll do that.
Then it's a deal. Glad to have you on board, Sophia. We've got plenty of scouting to do tomorrow. We should get some rest.
Okay. Good night, Morgana.
We should probably be able to save in the morning, I would think. Nope! Seriously. Game design. This is horrendously bad. Like, we had a little period, a little window to save the game. And no indication that, like, talking to Futaba would trigger not just with one cutscene, but a series of cutscenes. And the problem is, I can suspend the game. But last time, between when I played and when I came back to it, which is less than a week, it told me that the game card the card wasn't inserted anymore. Now, it was inserted. And nothing really happened. I mean, my cat maybe gets back there or something. But I have no idea what's going on my Switch. But apparently it fakes the game card it has been ejected when it hasn't. I don't know if it's a defect, or if it got jostled around by the cat or something, or what the heck. But, like, I could lose all my progress. Like, unless there's some kind of auto-save feature, which I doubt there is, I need to get to a save point. And, like, the transition between one day and another, perfect save point. Like, I wanted to see Futaba's scene, because Futaba is awesome. And what was already established, the last time we had a transition from one day to the other, is that we get to, like, wander around and head toward the next location. So that would give me that opportunity to save the game. But instead, we just warp. They don't know how to do consistent game design. Also, I just noticed An's waist is like maybe a little too small. I mean, I know she's a model, but she's also like she has to have an insanely high metabolism given the kinds of things she eats. Whatever. I just have to hope and pray that there's a save point. I mean, I have plenty of time. I don't have to work tomorrow, but yeah. What, we're just gonna go straight into another dungeon and there's not gonna be a way to save the game.
Great. Everyone's here. We're going to be infiltrating the jail. Are we ready?
We've done this many a time. I can't imagine anyone being fazed by this.
Yeah, bro! Bring it!
We're very short on intel, so we need to be cautious. We'll just scout the general area for this trip.
We use Emma to enter, right? Is there anything special we need to do?
No, we just opened the app and said the right keyword.
Find the right name in Emma's search results, then enter the correct keyword on the friend request screen.
Yeah, you got it, Futaba. Leave it to the super hacker to explain this stuff.
That had nothing to do with hacking. Even you should know how to explain it.
All that's left is to choose our point of entry.
There will be no enemies in the area from which we escaped yesterday. Upon reaching the relevant location, you will only need to speak the keyword.
Seems all that's left is to trust Sophia and see where she leads us.
Now let's do this thing.
So no indication that talking to Futaba would have been progress. I just thought she had some random thing to say and then we could deliberately go to bed.
Well, did we make it?
Your Phantom Thief attire.
Yeah, you too.
I've forgotten this feeling.
I know she had a quest indicator over her head that may have been some... That may have been my bad to some extent, still. They didn't do enough to indicate that was going to be actual progress.
Look, it's Beauty Thief.
And granted, we did get a little bit of a save point earlier, but still we're going to sit for a bunch of cutscenes over again.
My name is Beauty Thief.
Why are we bringing that up again?
Let's not fool around here. I admit, though, these clothes do bring back some memories.
We can reminisce later. Take a look at that view.
So, this is the jail?
Just what is that building? This place is bonkers.
Nothing escapes the atrocious color scheme of this place.
It looks like that because of someone's cognition, correct?
Right. Most likely Alice's. The distortion has to be exceptionally strong there for a reason.
So you're saying that's the stronghold of the Queen ruling over this jail? Its appearance certainly fits the notion.
The buildings around here still look pretty normal, though. Looks like that place over there has a limited range of distortion. The first time we came here, we entered by the crossing down there. That's where we saw a group of cop shadows taking stuff out of people's chests.
You mean that jewel we saw? The hell was up with that?
That may have been a desire. Yo, Phantom Thieves!
Ah! Sophia! Holy crap, an actual AI in human form!
Wow, you're so cute, Sophia.
Such a fascinating form you've taken. I can't stop staring at the beautifully curved lines.
I've never seen an outfit like that. Can I try floofing it?
Floofing?
I think she wants to get a feel for the fabric of your clothes while hugging you, Sophia.
Request denied. I am neither a child nor a pet.
No floofing.
By the by, how does H work for an AI?
Not right now. Sophia, tell us more about the desire you mentioned.
That is the term used by shadows here. They say things such as, seize their desires, and we must offer these desires to the monarch. Based on their language and behavior, I speculate the aforementioned jewel was in fact a desire.
That does make sense. When we saw Alice here, she mentioned desires too. So if Alice is the monarch, then she really is the ruler of this jail.
But these desires, are they actually made up of the things people desire? Seizing desires of all things. What use would they have for those?
Finding out what happened to the folks who got jumped could tell us something.
Where could those victims be now? I don't see a place from here where they may be held.
I don't know. Maybe they're being held somewhere else.
Say, about those people you witnessed being attacked, are you sure they were humans?
What do you mean?
Couldn't they have been shadows or something? If there are humans getting captured and imprisoned in this jail right now, wouldn't there be a huge commotion in our world? Groups of people going missing out of the blue.
Now there's a point. I haven't heard a peep about that online.
So, no one is actually disappearing from reality?
I see. Shadows.
Or cognition people. I mean, that was kind of true in the palaces as well. There are shadows which are hostile, and then there are cognitions which are more passive.
What are shadows?
Although cognitive people can become shadows potentially.
A shadow's the parts of you suppressed within your subconscious. It's basically just your other self.
Does that mean their main selves are alright?
No. The shadow and the actual self are two sides of the same coin.
So if a desire is taken from someone's shadow, what happens to the person in reality?
I gotta say, I'm getting a bad vibe from all this.
Are they trying to influence reality by doing something to the shadows?
This is getting into like a weird area with regard to
Then how are we to act? This sounds like a crisis. Shouldn't we rescue the victims right away?
No, that was just speculation. After all, we've only witnessed the cognitive world side of things. Until we find out how all this is affecting the real world, we can only know half of what's going on. I'd say the first thing we need to do is investigate Alice and her victims.
Plus, if we make the wrong move in the cognitive world, there's a chance the ruler could have a shutdown in the real world.
Right. We need to get the story straight before we make any real moves, or we'll just be doing damage.
so good to catching some Z's.
Got it. But what are we gonna do? Crashing some random store opening probably only works once.
Let's say we get into that once we're out of here.
Okay, let's get out of here.
confirmed the presence of the jail. Next, we look into Alice and any potential victims.
And how do we do that? Look into what?
The usual rumor mills, looking for anything about Alice. Gossip about her being abusive or other messed up stuff.
Good idea. Let's gather any intel that we can, both online and on the streets.
I've got the web crawling covered.
But if we're ever to gain conclusive proof of any rumors, I believe we'll need direct access to her at some point.
Direct access to a pop star sounds awfully tough.
About that. I may get to meet Alice tomorrow.
What? For real? How?
Well, I had asked the modeling agency's president if I could meet her sometime. I heard she'd be on a TV show filming nearby, so I asked if I could visit the set. I gave up on it after making plans with you guys, but I might be able to get the ball rolling again in time.
The timing's nothing short of kismet.
Fun.
Yeah, way to go, Lady Ann.
But I'm not making any promises about it, and there's no way we'd get to approach her either. Plus, our full group's just too big. The most I could even ask to bring is just one more person.
I think I just volunteered.
That settles that. We're counting on you.
Give Alice shit when you meet her so you can get some evidence out of her.
Well, I cannot wait. Got it covered.
Ooh, you really are ready for this.
I think I'll tag along with you. We'll be fine so long as no one sees me. For today,
Let's go,
focus on the
Spirit.
potential
Step on me again! She'd be like, what?
Let's go.
They're gathering intel. I believe we can save here. No save screen? I believe we could save anywhere before. Oh, it's in the system, okay. 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 We played for a good while. So let's first head over to a wall of patrons. Or your name could be here. For as little as $1 per month. And okay, so I'm tentatively going to potentially put Persona Free Fest up in this slot, although it'll probably be more like, you know, this is all alphabetical, so it'll probably be below Pathfinder. I guess, like, as always, you know, if I just particularly feel like playing Persona 3, I can pull it off the list and display it. That's like a right I reserve. Although it's kind of a weird thing, because like once it gets funding, then the priority is less about me and more about how much funding it's got. So That's kind of the weird paradox. Although if there's a remake or a remaster or whatever, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the I'll probably do the emulated version of it. I'm pretty sure I have it on PS3. That could even be the best way to play it, to be honest. So I may consider just doing it that way. It'll technically be HD. It's just I can't do additional bells and whistles to it, like widescreen. But like widescreen comes with its own wonkiness too, so who knows? Putting it on the list and getting it funded will obviously increase the chances that it of end up being the a remaster if it ever comes out. So yeah, whatever. So anyway, by voting with your wallet, also I need to change this text. Dang, that really just adding an extra word to it. There we go. So yeah, you for my play in the future wallet at patreon.com/pixelpointless. So if you want to see me complete the modern Persona game trilogy, you can put your money where your mouth is, as it were. And of course, it's another thing you can do, though. Just take a few seconds of your time. Thanks always to our founder, Aaron McMahon, and to all of you, thanks for watching. Until next time.